Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about former Treasury Secretaries warning Trump and Musk are risking the country's financial well-being. Former Secretaries Robert Rubin, Lawrence Summers, Timothy Geithner, Jacob Lew, and Janet Yellen wrote about the situation and are trying to make sure that Americans understand the gravity of the situation. Quote, "We were fortunate that during our 10 years in office, no effort was made to unlawfully undermine the nation's financial commitments. Regrettably, recent reporting gives substantial cause for concern that such efforts are underway today." The secretaries draw attention to the handling of payments and the involvement of Musk and his team. Quote, "These political actors have not been subject to the same rigorous ethics rules as civil servants, and one has explicitly retained his role in a private company, creating at best the appearance of financial conflicts of interest. They lack training and expertise to handle private, personal data like Social Security numbers and bank account information." And while the ethical concerns and the cybersecurity concerns are mentioned and clearly weigh on the minds of the former secretaries, that's not their greatest worry. Quote, "While significant data privacy, cybersecurity, and national security threats are gravely concerning, the constitutional issues are perhaps even more alarming. We take the extraordinary step of writing this piece because we are alarmed about the risks of arbitrary and capricious political control of federal payments, which would be unlawful and corrosive to our democracy." It goes on, quote, "Any hint to the selective suspension of congressionally authorized payments will be a breach of trust and ultimately a form of default, and our credibility, once lost, will prove difficult to regain." The problem is that hint is already public. It's already something that is out there, and the former secretaries seem to acknowledge that. Quote, "No Treasury Secretary in his or her first weeks in office should be put in the position where it is necessary to reassure the nation and the world of the integrity of our payment system or our commitment to make good on our financial obligations." Since people like comparing U.S. economics to household budgets, I'll give it a shot with this. Countries have credit ratings, just like you have a credit score. The selective suspension of congressionally authorized payments is the equivalent of one spouse refusing to pay for charges made by the other on a joint account, or wife refusing to pay full mortgage because her husband turned one room into a home theater when she wanted a library. What's worse is that, to complete the analogy, she doesn't tell the creditor she needs more time. She walks into the bank and publicly says, "I have the money, but I'm not paying it because I don't agree with the decision my partner made." Every time they get on TV and talk about stopping authorized payments, that's what they're doing. They're telling people the U.S. is a bad credit risk because the American people might elect somebody who doesn't pay their bills. If the U.S. credit rating gets downgraded, again, it will be more expensive to borrow money. The economy will suffer. You will pay the price because the companies will protect their profits, and that means letting people go. It also becomes more likely that the government cuts services and obligations, like your retirement. Trump and Musk's antics very well might have severe consequences long after the issue is resolved. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.